so starting off with the Lush Santa's Lip Scrub, I am just applying this all over my lips. And then I'm priming my lips with the MAC Prep and Prime Lip Primer. And this is just going to ensure that my lips are prepared for the bright lip that's coming. Doing my usual moisturizing with the Clinique moisturizers. I am sorry if this gets very repetitive because I do this in every single video. You guys must be so sick of it. But it's very important to moisturize. And yes, I make the cutest faces when moisturizing, don't I? The eyes are going to be quite simple today. I am priming my eyes with the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And this is my go-to paint pot because it is very nice, fleshy colored, and it hides all discoloration and it keeps the eyeshadow in place all day. And then I'm just going to set that with a powder. Whatever powder you have will do just fine. The eyeshadows are going to come from the Manny MUA Makeup Geek palette, which I've been loving so much lately. I can't even tell you, it's super versatile and I just love it. So the first color I'm taking is Beaches and Cream, and that's my transition color. And I'm just taking that with a Luxie taper blending brush. And then I'm going to take the color Sora, I think it's what it's called. Yeah, and it's a matte, like a darker matte brown, and that's going in my crease. It's going to define the crease a lot more, and I'm using a precise brush, the MAC 221 brush, which is one of my favorites, and I use it a lot. And then I'm just going to blend out the two colors together with the same brush I originally used. And this part's really important because you don't want any harsh lines on your eyeshadow. Next, I'm taking the color Luna, and it is a very gorgeous pearl color with a bunch of shimmer. And this color is so pigmented. Let me tell you, you don't even need any Fix Plus for this to stay. It's so pigmented and beautiful, and I'm just packing this on with a MAC 242 brush, which is my favorite brush to pack on shadows. And then I'm taking the same 221 brush and I'm just redefining the crease and making sure there are no harsh lines. Then taking the same taper blending brush and again making sure there are no harsh lines again, but that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow. Then I'm taking the NYX matte liquid liner, which is one of my favorites at the moment, and I was gonna do like a really thin line, and I just couldn't help myself. I started doing a wing because I just can't help it. I love my wing liner, so you can do whatever you want at this point. Really simple look. It's not about the eyes, it's about the lips today. I decided I wanted to deepen the eyeshadow look just a little bit more, so I took a little bit of Cosmopolitan and just put it in the outer corner, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going for a super glowy face today, so I'm starting with MAC Strobe Cream. If you want a glowy face, this is like, you're gonna be your best friend because Strobe Cream is super, it makes your foundation look super glowy. And then as always, I'm using the Too Faced Primed and Poreless to cover those nasty big old pores that I have. For foundation, I'm taking the Too Faced Born This Way foundation and the BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector, and I was just blending the two together because, again, I want glowy. And I'm using the Morphe, I'll link it down below, I can't remember the name of the brush, but it's one of my favorite foundation brushes. But for some reason I can't ever get my foundation to look so good with just a foundation brush anymore, so I gotta use that damp beauty blender. I highly recommend the damp beauty blender if you're having the same issue. For concealer, I'm taking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm taking the lightest shade and I'm putting it directly under my eyes, and then I'm taking the Brightener and doing the V shape. So there are two different colors. One is the lightest shade of the concealer and the other one is the Brightener, and it's, again, I took the Brightener in the V shape under the eyes and down the bridge of my nose and a little bit on my forehead and chin, etc. Other places you would want to be bright. Sorry if I'm talking really fast, I feel like I am. Anyway, I'm blending that in with my damp beauty blender, as always. To set the concealer, I'm taking the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow set, and I'm setting it with the actual highlighting part of it. Never done this before, but I actually really like how it turned out. It didn't turn out cakey or anything, and it made my under eye area look super bright and awesome. So I highly recommend that. And also you need to do that right away because if you don't, then you're gonna start getting some creasing, like it's kind of like I did. And then I'm taking the bronzer part of it, which is a perfect, you know, very slight bronzer for us fair girls, I guess, because sometimes I go a little heavy on the bronzer. And I took that on a blush brush first just to, you know, overall make my face a little darker, and then I'm taking a more precise contour brush, and it's the MAC, I'll link it down below because I don't remember it by memory right now, and I'm actually carving out my cheekbones to make a little bit of a contour using the exact same bronzer. For blush, I'm using the Bobbi Brown blush in Nectar, and this is one of my favorites for this time of year. It's a very nice pinky corally color, perfect for summer. So I definitely don't want to look like an Oompa Loompa, so I took the biggest brush I have, which is the Real Techniques powder brush, and I dipped it in a bit of that same powder that I used before, which is going to make it nice and even more glowy. And I just, you know, blended everything out together because I feel like I went a little overboard with the blush. So that's a good tip if you do the same. You don't have to wipe it away. You can just fix your mistake with powder and a big fluffy brush. For eyebrows, I have an eyebrow routine that I'll link down below, but I feel like I never give my eyebrows some love in my videos, so I decided to leave it in. And plus, my eyebrow routine's a little different now. First, I take the Anastasia Brow Wiz, and this one is in the color medium brown, which I actually find a little too dark, even though I just re-dyed my hair really dark. I don't like the way it came out, to be honest. I think they're a little too dark. And then I took the Hourglass, and I'll link the exact name of it down below. Because it just has a more precise, it just fills them in a little bit more, and I like the color of that one a little bit better. Then I use the NYX Wonder Stick, which has been my best friend lately to clean up my mess. If you make mistakes with your brows, I highly recommend that. It's a multi-use pencil, so you could use it as like concealer, as eyeliner for your tight line, which is what I just did, and you could also use it as a highlighter under your brow. For a highlighter today, I'm using the BECCA Shimmering Stick Perfector that I use to mix in with my foundation, but this is going to be a base for my highlighter on my cheekbones, and then I'm going over top with BECCA Champagne Pop, which is my all-time favorite highlighter, as you know. If you don't have it, you need it in your life because it is just so pretty, and I think it's perfect for like every skin type. Then I'm just spraying my face with some MAC Fix Plus, and especially on these hot old summer days, you need this for sure. Recently, I rediscovered how much I love the Benefit They're Real mascara, so I'm just layering that up. I'm not using falsies because this is supposed to be a very simple eye look today, just all about the lips and the glowy skin, you know how it is. So I layered up on the mascara, and then I'm lining my lips with MAC Cherry, I think this is. Yeah, it's Cherry. And then I went in with Estee Lauder. Oh god, I don't know the name of this, but it's the one that Kendall Jenner came out with last year, and it's a perfect red orange, which is perfect for summer. I honestly wish that it was a little, I had an orange lip pencil, because then I don't know, it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I still like the way it came out. I recommend an orange lip pencil though. So for my hair, I've absolutely been loving using the Batiste dry shampoo. So first I, of course, unknotted my hair. Unknotted, that's a word. Yep. I brushed through the crazy knots, and then I sprayed some at the roots, and of course it landed a little bit white, as you saw, so you need to like brush it with your fingers. And this has been my go-to hairstyle for all of summer so far. It's so hot where I live, so the high bun, there's no trick to it, there's no science about it, but basically you just flip your hair over and you wrap your hair around your finger, or you're not your finger, you just wrap your hair around a bunch of times, and you secure it with a hair tie, and you pull out the pieces you want to pull out, and it looks pretty effortless. I mean, it looks amazing, but it's pretty effortless as well. And this is the completed look. This is my go-to summer makeup and hair. It's what I've been wearing pretty much all summer. Obviously, I don't wear that bright red lip every single day, bright orange, but I absolutely love it anyway. So that completes this look. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more from me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!